What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol CRSR for Corsair Gaming. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, we have not yet covered this stock on the channel, at least in recent history. It's been a while, so I want to start from scratch and give ourselves that daily roadmap, which we always start with. The first thing I would point out is that this stock is definitely in a downtrend, okay? If we do something like this, you can clearly see our anchor point here, touch number 1, touch number 2, and we're starting to come into it for a potential touch number 3. Now, does this mean that we automatically are going to short the stock here at that level? Maybe, okay? So there is the potential for a short-sided trade idea here, but let's come on over to the trade tab, and what you'll notice is that it's hard to borrow, so you're not actually going to short the shares, and the put side of the options contracts are fairly pathetic in terms of volume. So it's really hard to bet against Corsair at this point in time based on the positioning of the options as well as the hard to borrow fee here on Thinkorswim. If you have a different broker that, has easy locates on it, then fine, you can take short shares, but in Thinkorswim wouldn't really be optimal, right? So all things considered, going to be difficult to go short here. I would just monitor for a bit of a healthy pullback before the break of the resistance trend line. What we note about resistance trend lines is that usually when we're coming up from the bottom and touching it for the first time in quite some time, typically what we would look for is a little bit of pullback again, and then the breakout to happen after. You usually don't see this go all in one move. Now, could it happen that way? Absolutely, but I would start to be cautious at and around this 27 whole dollar. Also noting, if I zoom in here, we're tying in nicely with, if I grab this tool, prior areas of resistance. Basically, you can see rejection here as well as here. Make pretend with me for a second as well, kind of right in the zone of this prior support as well from in here. So 27 is definitely a number to contend with here inside of Corsair. And the fact that we're coming into it on an aggressive move higher after earnings as the catalyst, again, I could certainly see the case for a pullback, a reattempt to break it, and then potentially higher in the stock. So that's really what I'm watching out for from a larger time frame perspective. Let's take a look at the 30-minute and just sort of evaluate what type of minor supports and minor resistances we have to contend with. In an ideal world, we probably hold on to, let's grab the other tool and try that again, we probably hold on to this, right? So this clear area of support at 25.93, if we were to put in some sort of flag from the daily perspective in this area, again, it builds the case for the bulls getting higher price acceptance. Maybe the break of 27 takes us into this in here, right? You'll notice prior area of support, then turned resistance here. It's about 28.43, about $1.50 move higher. After that, it's all about the consolidation highs from this area, the range being defined as this right here, which should take us to about 30. So the upside case could be in play if we get the break of 27. 27 unlocks all those doors to the upside. On a breakdown of 26, please be aware that this is likely going to make a new lower low because the path of least resistance still is down. We are in a downtrend, don't forget it, from the daily perspective. That's really going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.